All right, let's dive into AI application development. We're going beyond theory today.
Yeah, we're giving you the how-tos, and it's a great time for it.
For sure. Gartner predicts 80% of enterprises using AI generators by 2026.
A huge opportunity.
But I bet some people are thinking AI development sounds tough.
It's more accessible than you think, actually. We'll guide you through the whole process.
From idea to a real application, right?
Like a roadmap, this deep dive is. 3 stages, each with its own things to watch out for and, of course, rewards.
So stage 1, ideation and experimentation. You've got that amazing AI app idea. Where do you start?
Finding the right model is first, like picking the right tool, you know?
Definitely. No hammers for screws.
Yeah.
So finding the perfect model for our AI app, how do we do that?
Great resources are out there. Hugging Face, for one, has tons of open source models.
Ah, good to know.
And open source communities, you can find some real gems in those too.
A great place to start for sure. But how do we choose? So many models out there, what matters?
Model size is big. Large models, powerful, yes, but they need a lot of computing power. You might need powerful hardware or cloud resources. Smaller language models, SLMs, are a great option too, though.
So when is smaller better?
Think mobile apps, real-time responses, that kind of thing. A compact, specialized SLM could be ideal.
They pack a punch, these smaller ones.
Oh, yeah, especially fine-tuned for a specific task.
Okay, that makes sense. So we have the model, excited about what it can do. Then what?
Time to talk to your AI. Prompting techniques, that's what we're talking about now.
A conversation with our AI, is that it? Guiding it to do what we want?
Several ways to do it. Zero-shot prompting, like asking directly. No context needed.
Good for simple things, I guess. But if it needs more guidance?
Then you'd use few-shot prompting. You give examples. It's like showing a student some sample problems.
Makes sense. There's also this chain of thought prompting, right? What's that about?
Chain of thought, that's like asking the model to show its work. You get it to explain its steps.
Like peeking into how it thinks.
Exactly. And since we're talking about looking deeper, try your data early. You'll see how the model handles real information and spot any problems.
A test run for the AI.
You got it. Experiment with prompts, see how it handles your data. That's how you fine-tune it and make sure it's ready.
All right. We've found our model, played with prompts and data, feeling good. What's next in our AI app adventure?
Stage 2, we're building the application. Here's something you might not expect. You can run AI models locally on your own computer.
Really? I thought AI needed those huge cloud setups.
Not always. Local development has its pluses. Data control, that's a big one. Security and privacy, very important these days.
Especially for sensitive data. That's appealing. But how do we mix our data with these language models?
Some really neat ways. Retrieval augmented generation, RG, is one. Think of it like giving your model specialized knowledge.
Turning a general AI into an expert.
Precisely. And if you want to go further, there's fine-tuning. Train the model on your data. Customize it to your app.
Tailor-made AI.
Like giving it a crash course in your field.
All this is fascinating. But I have to admit, it sounds like a lot. Are there tools that can simplify things for us developers?
Definitely. Frameworks like LangChain, they streamline AI development. Pre-built parts make it much easier to manage those complex AI tasks.
LangChain, a special toolbox just for AI then?
You could say that.
Yeah.
Handles a lot of the tough stuff so you can focus on the creative side of your app.
Sounds incredibly useful. Can you give us an example? How would you use LangChain?
Imagine you're building an app to summarize a long document, then answer questions about it. LangChain lets you break that down into smaller steps, each handled by the right component.
Creating a sequence of commands, like that.
Exactly. LangChain makes it way easier to manage these complex processes. Make sure the AI runs smoothly.
Starting to get it? Say we've built this amazing AI app, proud of it. Now, how do we share it with the world?
Stage 3 time. Operationalization and ML ops. Our app's ready, but how do we deploy it and scale it up for real use?
The serious part begins now. What should we consider for deploying and scaling AI?
Infrastructure, the foundation. It has to handle deployment and scale as you grow. Containers and Kubernetes are key here.
So containers to package our app and Kubernetes to orchestrate everything.
You got it. Containers are like lightweight packages, and Kubernetes manages them all.
A flexible, scalable environment for our AI app.
Precisely. And for efficient model serving, you can use VLLM. It's designed to optimize AI performance.
Impressive. But managing this all sounds like a lot of work.
It can be. But there's a trend towards hybrid approaches, mixing on-premise and cloud. Get the best of both worlds.
A custom solution tailored to their needs. Makes sense.
It's all about finding that balance, control, scalability, and cost.
Insightful stuff. But even with the infrastructure, keeping an AI app running smoothly must take a lot of effort.
You bet. Monitoring and benchmarking, those are essential. You have to keep an eye on things like latency, throughput, and accuracy. Spot any problems early.
Like regular checkups for our AI app.
You got it. That's where MLOps comes in. It's all about managing the entire life cycle of AI models. Development, testing, deployment, the whole thing.
MLOps, the secret to AI success then.
It's a game changer, that's for sure. Streamlines things, improves collaboration, and makes sure those AI applications are reliable and deliver real value.
Amazing journey through AI application development this has been. From the first idea to building, deploying, and managing these incredible apps. But before we move on, I just want to say,
Go on.
well, all this talk about stages and infrastructure makes me think.
About what?
AI, it's just another tool for developers, right?
True, it is. Not about replacing us, but...
Giving us superpowers.
Exactly. Building a house before power tools. Think about that. Hard work. But power tools changed everything. AI is like that for developers today.
Love that analogy. We build faster, smarter, tackle bigger challenges now.
You got it. Those tedious tasks, we can automate them. Find insights in huge amounts of data. Even come up with creative solutions we'd never thought of before.
AI, I'm convinced. But with all these tools, what are people building?
Oh, so much. Chatbots, conversational AI, they're everywhere.
Every company's got one now, it seems.
For good reason. AI chatbots can do a lot. Answer questions, guide users, make recommendations.
All about improving the user experience then.
And freeing up humans for the complex stuff.
Makes sense. What about IT automation? AI can help there too, right?
Every sysadmin's dream, you're right. Server monitoring, patching, even incident response.
So IT teams can focus on the bigger picture.
Exactly. Win-win for everyone. Data management, too. AI is big there.
Analyzing those huge data sets. Yeah, I've heard about that.
Data is everything these days, and AI helps us understand it. Patterns, anomalies, trends, things we might miss.
Like an AI detective, finding clues we wouldn't see.
Exactly. And those insights lead to better decisions, improved efficiency, even personalized experiences.
Incredible. AI's changing everything. But what about developers? Will robots take our jobs?
The big question, right? The future's bright, but only if.
If we embrace AI.
Exactly. It's about augmenting our skills, building even better applications.
Not man versus machine, but...
Man with machine. Teamwork.
Well said. Those who can connect AI and traditional development, they'll be the stars. All very inspiring. Feels like a new era is starting, and developers are at the forefront. But let's get practical. Tips for developers starting their AI journey.
Dive into the open source world. Remember Hugging Face, pre-trained models, all ready to go. But there are other great resources out there too.
Like what?
TensorFlow and PyTorch. Very popular for building and training AI models. Lots of pre-built parts and algorithms.
Starter kits for AI development.
Exactly. And they're always getting better. It's an exciting time for AI development.
Sounds like there's still a lot to learn, though.
There is. But the AI community is great. Tons of support. Courses, tutorials, documentation, everything you need.
Like any new skill, with practice, anyone can build AI applications.
Absolutely. Start small, experiment, don't be afraid to ask for help. Lots of people out there willing to share their knowledge.
That's good to know. I'm starting to think I could build an AI app myself.
Yeah.
But it still feels a bit daunting.
Understandable. But AI development, it's a journey. Take it step by step. Celebrate the wins, and don't forget the potential.
True. This is exciting stuff. It's like we're at the beginning of something huge, and developers are leading the way.
That's right. AI can change the tech industry, even the world.
It's easy to focus on the risks, but AI can do a lot of good.
Healthcare, education, the environment, so much potential.
It's all about using it ethically and responsibly.
Exactly. This has been a great conversation.
We've covered a lot, and I hope everyone's feeling excited about AI and their role in shaping it.
Me too.
Before we take a break,
Yeah.
we really value your feedback. Leave a comment below. Let us know what you thought.
And any AI topics you want us to cover, tell us.
Always looking for new deep dives.
All right, let's take a moment to recharge. We'll be back soon to wrap this all up.
Welcome back to the deep dive. We've been exploring.
It really is. And all this, it reminds me, sometimes we get lost in the details.
Ooh.
AI, it's a tool. Another tool in the toolbox.
You're right. It's not replacing us, but
It's like getting superpowers. Think about it. Before power tools, building a house, that was tough.
Yeah, backbreaking work.
Power tools changed everything. Worked faster, built better, more complex things. AI is like that power tool for developers today.
I love that analogy. Build faster, smarter, tackle things we couldn't before.
Exactly. AI can automate all those boring tasks, find the hidden patterns in huge amounts of data. It can even help us come up with creative solutions, things we never would have thought of.
Okay, I'm convinced.
Mm.
But with all these tools, what are developers actually building?
Well, where to even start? Chatbots, conversational AI, those are exploding right now.
It seems like every company has the chatbot these days.
And for good reason. They can do so much. Answer questions, guide users, personalize recommendations, all about making things better for the user.
Makes sense. And lets the humans focus on the harder stuff.
Exactly. It's about finding that balance, AI and humans working together. Another big one is IT process automation.
Ah, yes. Automating those repetitive tasks. Music to assisted men's ears.
Things like server monitoring, patching, even incident response. Let the AI handle it. Frees up IT teams for the important stuff.
Everyone wins. What about data management? AI is being used to analyze those huge data sets, right?
You got it. Data is gold these days, and AI helps us make sense of it all. Those AI algorithms, they can spot things humans might miss. Patterns, anomalies, trends, you name it.
It's like having an AI detective, right? Uncovering clues.
Exactly. And those insights, they can change the game. Better decisions, more efficient operations, even personalized customer experiences.
It's mind-blowing. AI is changing everything. But what about developers? Will robots take our jobs?
That's the big question, isn't it? The future is bright for developers, but
There's a but.
it's about adapting, evolving alongside AI.
So not replaced, but leveled up. AI-powered developers.
Now you're getting it. The developers who can bridge the gap between AI and traditional software development, those are the ones who will be in demand.
Makes sense. Feels like we're entering a whole new era of technology. And developers are leading the charge.
We are. And, AI has the potential to change so much more than just the tech industry.
You think so?
I do. The whole world, even.
It's easy to get caught up in the risks, but it can also be used for good.
Absolutely. Healthcare, education, sustainability, so many possibilities. It all comes down to how we use it.
That's a good point. It's about making sure AI is used ethically and responsibly.
Couldn't have said it better myself. So much potential for good.
This has been an inspiring conversation. I hope our listeners are feeling energized and excited about what's to come, the future of AI.
Me too.
But let's get practical for a minute.
Yeah.
We've talked about the big picture, but what about those who are just starting out with AI? Any tips for them?
The best way to learn is to dive in. Remember we talked about Hugging Face? They have those pre-trained models all ready to go, but there are other great resources out there too.
Such as?
Well, TensorFlow and PyTorch, they're really popular, especially for building and training AI models. You don't have to start from scratch. Lots of pre-built components and algorithms.
So like starter kits for building with AI.
Exactly, and they're constantly improving. Really is an exciting time for AI development.
Still sounds like there's a lot to learn, though.
There is, but the AI community is great, super supportive, tons of resources to help you. Online courses, tutorials, documentation, you name it.
So like learning any new skill, practice and dedication. Anyone can build AI applications.
That's the spirit. Start small, experiment. And hey, don't be afraid to ask for help. There are lots of people out there who are happy to share what they know.
That's good to hear. I'm starting to think I could build an AI app myself, but it still feels a bit overwhelming, to be honest.
I get it. It's a lot to take in, but remember, AI development, it's a journey. Take it one step at a time, celebrate the wins along the way, and never forget the incredible potential.
You're right. It is exciting. It feels like we're on the edge of something truly groundbreaking, and developers are right there in the middle of it all.
We are, and AI, it has the power to change everything, not just the tech industry, the whole world.
I love your optimism. It's easy to get caught up in the potential downsides, but it's important to remember that AI can be a force for good.
Absolutely. We can use AI to make things better. In healthcare, education, even to help protect the environment. The possibilities are endless. It's all about focusing on those human-centered applications and making sure AI is used ethically.
This has been a truly inspiring conversation. So insightful. I hope our listeners are feeling energized and excited about the future of AI and the role they can play in shaping it.
I feel the same way. It's been great diving into this topic with you and with our amazing audience.
And speaking of our audience, before we move on, I want to emphasize something we mentioned earlier. We really value your feedback, so please leave a comment below. Let us know what you thought of this episode.
Yes. And if there's a specific AI topic you want us to explore in a future episode, we're all ears.
Always on the lookout for new and exciting deep dives. Don't be shy.
All right, let's take a moment to recharge our AI circuits. We'll be right back to wrap up this incredible journey into the world of AI applications. Stay tuned.
Welcome back. We've been exploring AI application development. And wow, what a journey. It feels like we're watching a revolution happen right here, right now.
It's an incredible time to be in tech, that's for sure. From the basics of building these AI applications to all the possibilities they unlock, we've covered a lot of ground.
And throughout this deep dive, we've talked about how AI isn't here to replace developers.
Right.
It's about giving us new tools, superpowers, to create even more innovative solutions.
Exactly. It's augmenting our capabilities, helping us push the boundaries of what's possible with software. The demand for AI developers, it's through the roof.
So not replaced,
Okay.
but leveling up our skills, becoming, I guess you could say, AI-powered developers.
Exactly. Developers who can bridge that gap between AI and traditional software development, they're going to be in high demand. And there are so many resources out there to help make that transition.
That's great to hear. It feels like we're right on the cusp of something huge, a whole new era in technology. And developers, we're leading the charge.
We are. And I really believe that AI has the potential to change so much more than just the tech industry.
Really? You think so?
Oh, absolutely. The whole world even.
Wow.
It's easy to focus on the risks, sure, but AI can be a force for good.
They can.
Healthcare, education, sustainability, you name it. So many possibilities.
It comes down to how we use it, right?
That's the key. We have to focus on those human-centered applications and make sure we develop and use AI ethically, responsibly.
This has been an inspiring conversation. We've covered so much, the technical side, the ethics, the opportunities. I hope our listeners are feeling energized and excited about the future of AI.
Me too. It's been a pleasure sharing this deep dive with you and with everyone listening.
And speaking of our listeners, before we wrap up, we want to hear from you. What stood out to you in this episode? Any burning questions you have?
Yeah, let us know. And if there's a specific AI topic you'd like us to explore in a future episode, we're all ears. We're always looking for new deep dives.
So hit that subscribe button, leave a comment below, tell us what you want to hear more about. We're excited to keep exploring and learning with you.
Until next time, keep innovating, keep experimenting, and never start pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AI.
That's a wrap on our deep dive into AI applications for developers. Catch you next time for another exciting look at the world of technology and innovation.